Hello guys, in this video I'm going to teach you how to find ignition maps or Spark Advanced Map in all types of ECU like Bosch, Siemens, Sajam, Delphi and so on. Here we have the Vinos demo version and already we have some ECU original file here in Vinos open like BMW, Benz, Ferrari, Kia, Hyundai, Fiat. As an example for our teaching, you can see here we have some DOMs like Ferrari, like Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, Audi, and so on for our teaching. Before going to the main parts, that is finding ignition map, first we must know how winners work. When you load an ECU original file like this inside this software, Windows automatically search inside the dump and find some tables or maps like this, and by pushing the F button you can go through the maps, and after knowing or after finding some maps and selecting them, you can change the data of the maps and tune your ECU or you modify maps. You can add the numbers, decrease the numbers in the corrected map that you select. So here we are going to show you that how can we find ignition map or Spark Advanced Map based on an ECU type. As I told you, by clicking the F button you can go through the maps, but the most important things in working with Windows is to have a knowledge to find the correct maps, and after finding the maps have the knowledge, correct knowledge to change or modify it. So here our first ECU file is Bosch file for Porsche, and right now I'm going to teach you to find ignition map. First of all, you can change the hexadecimal view to hex to decimal view. This is the hex file and this is the decimal file. By clicking the F button I go through the dumps and search inside the ECU. Let me find, yes, here I've got I find ignition maps. So let me select the maps. By double click on the maps I selected the correct maps. So how did I understood that this is the ignition map or Spark Advanced Map? We have the rules. Ignition map have some rules that I'm going to teach you here, and if you know and understand that rules, you can find ignition map in all types of ECU and all types of car. So we must know what is the ignition map first. The ignition map is a map that its y-axis or vertical axis here, is the engine RPM, and the x-axis or horizontal axis here is the engine load, and those numbers inside the map is ignition timing before TDC or top dead center. So here we have common and generic rules that we can find all ignition maps. Look, if you attention to the numbers here, from left side to right side, the numbers are decreasing. Look, from the left side to right side, numbers are decreasing, and from upper parts to the bottom, numbers are increasing. And this is the 8 bits decimal value that you can see here. And here at the right side we have a metric view. Metric view is a view that shows the patterns of the numbers. Here shows that from left side to right side numbers are decreasing, and from up to bottom number are increasing. So here's the ignition map. So what is ignition map? Ignition map is the map that y-axis is the engine RPM, here is the engine load, and these the numbers of the ignition maps, and it's 2D views like this, and it's 3D views like this. And if you see to the metric view or go to 2D view to find and see in 2D view, you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4 ignition map here is for Bosch ECU for Porsche. So be careful about this metric view, as we have here in this side and here and here. It means that by knowing this metric view, we can find the ignition map easily. Look here, we have another one. It means if I select it, I can see the numbers from left side to right side are decreasing, and from upper side to down side they are increasing, and metric value of this table is exactly the same of this one. It means this is the ignition map. And if you carefully look at the 2D view, you can see that all four patterns are the same, somehow are the same. So let's go to Audi A4. Right now we're decimal value by F button. We go through the maps to find the ignition maps. You must be careful to do this search. Look, right here we have an Spark advanced map. So how can I understand this is the Spark map? This is actually a Spark map, because here numbers are increasing, and from left side to right side numbers are decreasing. And this is the pattern of the metric value. If we compare this part with Porsche, you can see this metric algorithm is somehow the same with this one. So actually here the Y or Y axis is the engine RPM and X axis is the engine load. And here we have the correct ignition timing advance. In 2D view you can see 1, 2, 3, or maybe here 4 ignition maps. Look, this metric value or metric view is the same as previous one. So here we have another ignition maps. So the rule was that the numbers from here up to here are increasing. Look, from upper side to bottom they are increasing, and from left side to right side they are decreasing. Porsche and Audi A4 are Bosch ECU type. Look here, we have the Bosch for Audi A4 1.8 turbocharged engine. Let's go through the BMW. This is the Bosch map. Look, this is the Bosch map. And by clicking the F button, we can go through the ECU original file to find out the ignition map. So let me tell you another information. Look, in 2D view you can also search by clicking F and Shift F. You can search backwards. So here we have an ignition map. So why this ignition map? Ignition map is the map that the numbers, when they are coming downwards, they are increasing, and from left to right they are decreasing. And the metric view is like this, and 2D view and 3D view too. So why the ignition map is so important to know? because if we wrongly select the maps and change the wrong information, we cannot have a good remap. So we must be careful about finding the ignition maps. So as you see, for these three cars with the same ECU Bosch, the algorithm are the same. What was the algorithm? The algorithm was this: the numbers from left to right, they are decreasing, and from upper side down, they are increasing, and all of them are 8-bit decimal value. So let's go to Mercedes-Benz CL car, and this is the Bosch map tool, but here is not written, but this is the Bosch map. By clicking the F button, we can go through the maps. So let's see how can we find the Spark Atmos map. I told you, even we can search in 2D view, and we can search in text view. Here we've got an ignition map. This is 8-bit decimal view. The metric, look, let's compare the metric with the mass of the Porsche. I'm sorry, this is for Audi A4. Look, this metric, oh sorry, this metric is the same of here, and if I select this part, you can see the numbers from upper side to lower side are increasing, and look, they are increasing, but from left side, right side, they are decreasing, and the metric value is like this. 2D value and 3D view is the same. Look, here we've got an ignition map, and here we've got another one. If I want to select that map, I can come later. So the start of the maps from here up to here, and when I select the map, you can see that algorithm that I told you, that numbers from left to right decreasing and from here to here increasing. You can see, and this is the same, and this is Bosch map, and it is 8-bit decimal value. In general, in all Bosch type ECU and Siemens and Cygem ECU, we have the ignition map in 8-bit decimal value. Look, in Ferrari have the Bosch map. We go through to find this Spark map. Look, these are the Spark maps. Let me select one of them. The numbers, when they are coming here, they are increasing, and from left to right, they are decreasing. And this is the 8-bit decimal value. But for Fiat is a little bit different, and the difference is that only in bits. It means in magnitumarally, because Fiat has a magnitumarally ECU. But I'm sorry, here it's not written, but Fiat has magnitumarally ECU, and even like here, Hyundai Genesis Coupe has the Delphi ECU. These two ECU has the 16-bit decimal value for the ignition maps. So let me select. Look, the metric is the same. This metric is the same. The rule is the same. What was the rule? The rule was the numbers from here to here are increasing, and from left side to right side they are decreasing. So let's go through the Hyundai Genesis Coupe. Look, here we've got an ignition map. How can I find? By looking at the metric value and these numbers. Look, these numbers are increasing, and from left side to right side they are decreasing. Look at the 2D view or 3D view. It is exactly an ignition map. Or we can, but this is in 16-bit decimal value, as I told you. That Dacia Logan is the Siemens type, and I told you that Bosch and Siemens has the same algorithm. Look, this is the ignition map. Why? Because the metric, because this algorithm, these patterns, and you can see the numbers are increasing, and from left side, right side, they are decreasing. Or in Optima, let's see what's ECU. ECU is the Siemens Kia Optima. We are going to decimal value by clicking the F button. We can also push the P for preview to see 3D view, but right now we're going to find the ignition map. So yes.